Hi everyone, it's me Joe, and today I'm giving you a video actually on location. Now you've been asking me for a while to actually talk through a little bit more about the procedures I've had done to my face, and I am so incredibly lucky because I get to actually take you for an adventure. We're filming on location from Harley Street today. Please excuse my hair. I am not allowed to wear makeup during these procedures and I was feeling a bit lazy with my hair, so back to Fierce today. Here is a video from Botonics in Harley Street talking all the way through my nose procedure. So it's a non-surgical rhinoplasty. So today I'm giving you an extra special video. I'm actually on location. I'm in Harley Street. I'm at Botonics with the gorgeous Marushka. You guys have been quite questionable when I got my nose done this year. I didn't go for a rhinoplasty. I actually had injections and it was super easy. So we're going to talk about this today.
Absolutely.
So when I came last year in May, I was really concerned with my nose. That was the thing I was most concerned with. And I felt like my nose had a big dip kind of in one side, like someone had scooped it out with ice cream. And I felt like there was a little bit of a twist to the end of my nose. And I know I sent in some pictures and showed you my concerns with my nose. And I was so scared of actually getting a rhinoplasty because I thought, even though I'm obsessed with symmetry, maybe what people see when they look at me is quite different. So when I was looking into options of getting my nose done, I think this was the most easiest and subtle approach to it, and the results kind of blew my mind. I was so happy when it was done. What is the process of the nose? And because it's a new kind of concept, isn't it, to inject the nose?
It is. It's fairly new. Lots of people aren't aware that you can actually do this, and people find it very hard to get their head around the fact that we're not actually going to make the nose bigger. It really is like putting the missing piece of a jigsaw puzzle into place, because we're just playing with the shape, manipulating it in very subtle ways to complete the shape, because sometimes where you have these little dips, it's like the equivalent to taking a bite out of an apple and then filling that space to complete that hole. So these changes are actually very subtle, and again we're thinking about symmetry. So, if you only have problems on that side of your nose, we're not going to inject the other side. We're just going to be actually mimicking the other side so that you look as similar as we can possibly make you.
Because I understand, like, if someone has a very thin nose from the bridge down, but a very bulbous tip, obviously you think if you're going to inject something, it would be bigger. But when I've seen you do examples where you inject the top bigger, and it makes the overall appearance of the nose look smaller because there's less difference in width.
Absolutely.
So, it was quite shocking actually too when I kind of looked into it and I saw the amazing things you can do. But you can do different types of noses too. You can also change the profile, which wasn't my concern, but that's possible as well when you inject the top, is that?
Yes, so if there's like a dorsal hump, which is when the nose can look a little bit hooked, or a curve that's going down. Very often these are looks actually that people find undesirable, if I can say that, because aesthetically it's more pleasing to see the curve of the nose going up or to have it very straight, and we don't want any sort of bumps in the profile of the nose. So we can inject either side of humps to make them straight.
Okay.
And I can take the curve going the other way. I can make a nose actually very ski slope if they want me to. I can elevate the tip so that the tip is a little bit more up.
Okay, so more like upturned if someone's too droopy.
Absolutely,
okay.
yeah. And which can actually make the nose appear shorter, cuter, sometimes more refined, more delicate. All depends on the shape of the nose. I can play about with the shape of the nostrils as well. I can't make...
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I can make the actual nostril holes appear a little bit smaller.
Sure.
And I can change the angle sometimes. It depends on the nose. It's what I see, and then, depending on what is going on there, I can sort of play about with it.
As well as doing these subtle fixes to make a nose appear more straight or more lean looking, when people have had a rhinoplasty and perhaps had too much done, or maybe it's gone a little bit incorrect, is there a way of fixing that with this as opposed to getting another rhinoplasty?
Yes. I do see many people that have had actually rhinoplasty and then also several revisions afterwards and found that actually the problem has just gotten worse, or perhaps they've just not been able to really get to their end goal that they wanted in the first place. So this can be a very sort of untraumatic way of helping that person to resolve some of those issues, sometimes all of the issues, and to also put some closure on things as well.
And when you inject, what do you inject inside the nose?
So I use a hyaluronic acid filler. It comes from grass. Hyaluronic acid is something that we have in us.
That's what makes our skin spongy, right?
Absolutely. It's in all the support network, in the skin and also in other soft tissue as well in the body. Hyaluronic acid draws water to it, so it plumps up. This hyaluronic acid is derived from grass.
Wow.
And then it's stabilized in the factory. And then altered slightly so that we get different lifting capacity. So within a range of filler, you'll have different thicknesses or different molecular weighting, which gives you different lifting capacities.
For different areas of the face.
Absolutely.
Got it. Okay. So where would we inject on my nose to create that symmetry and bring back more of that straightness that we achieved last time?
Okay, all right. So you have some very minor grooves along the nose. Well, not really grooves, more sort of little dips. We're looking at the symmetry. So this side for you is the side that you feel is the one that bothers you, creates a bit of a problem when you want to do your makeup and look your best. So I'm looking to mimic this side, and you can see the prominence of this side of your tip is different, so we need to actually build this area up. Here you have a very, very, very shallow dip, and it starts about here and finishes about here. So this is where I'm going to inject so that you have a nice straight bridge on both sides, and then a tiny, tiny, tiny little bit in this area as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm excited to get it done. So we're going to go in with the nose. So you want me to lie flat with this one so you can see, guess like a shark's fin. And inside the injection is also more numbing cream.
Yes, there's lidocaine in with the product, so it numbs from the inside.
What product is this hyaluronic acid filler?
Okay, so I'm using Restylane.
Restylane.
The actual product within the range I use is Perlane.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So are you drawing on for symmetry now?
Indeed. Yeah. That's so important to maintain symmetry. Or at least to work towards symmetry. And no one is 100% symmetrical. Very few of us are symmetrical to the naked eye, but we know that symmetry is one of the most attractive things to human eyes, so we work towards that. So going in now. There we go. How does that feel?
Can't feel a thing.
Good. Wonderful. Okay. This area is so shallow. Really, I'm just working with the most minute amounts because it would be so easy to get overzealous and just with one stroke even.
I look like an art
overkill.
Yes.
Okay, now I'm just going to do a little bit of tip work here. This is more sensitive.
Ah! Cool. That feels so weird. It's like I've got an ice cube inside my nose.
It is a very strange feeling, isn't it?
So I've just had my nose and I've also had my eye, which will be in a different video done. But this was the most easiest thing to do. If you guys have a needle phobia, I've got a slight phobia, but I managed to do that perfectly. It didn't hurt at all. And the most sensitive part was just at the end, and I'll give you a proper before and after at the end of the video. But I just want to have a big shout out to Narushka and also Botonix for letting me film this and show you guys how to get this treatment done, because it's super duper easy. Botonix and their links to their YouTube will be in the links below. If you guys have any inquiries, I'm sure you can send them an email. Alright guys, I really hope you enjoyed that video. It was so much fun to actually film from Harley Street. You can check check out Narushka and Botonics in the links below, because they actually have a YouTube channel which is all about the different procedures they do, because these are some of them. I think I'm going to go back and do some more with them, because it's very interesting the things they can do, especially with facial feminization. But please give them an email if you're intrigued. I'm incredibly lucky, so a big shout out to Bill and Narushka at Botonics, also to Sam for filming the video. Alright guys, thank you so much. My last video will be here, my podcast is here, and click somewhere on the face to subscribe.